Israel is bombing Beirut, the capital of Lebanon, continuing the high-intensity assault that began over the weekend. The first target was the Hezbollah chief, Hassan Nasrallah. Israel killed him. Then they launched an all-out campaign targeting every Iranian proxy in West Asia, from Gaza to Lebanon and Yemen. The entire axis of resistance built by Iran. Israel is going after all of them. Let's start with Lebanon on the show, where the Hezbollah has suffered a devastating blow. Their leader, Hassan Nasrallah, is dead. In fact, their top brass has been decimated because in the last 10 days, at least 7 top Hezbollah leaders have been killed. Israel claims an even higher number. It says 20 Hezbollah leaders have been neutralized. It's hard to confirm either number, but the result of these killings is undeniable. Israel has paralyzed the Hezbollah. They're at their weakest, and Israel is far from done. It is aiming for the total elimination of Hezbollah. It has intensified bombing operations in Beirut. Today, Israel struck central Beirut, targeting an apartment building. 2 floors were completely blown out. At least 3 people were killed. These were senior members of a pro-Palestine group. And this is a major escalation. This is the first time in 18 years that Israel has targeted central Beirut, the heart of Lebanon's capital. The message is quite clear. There are no limits or red lines anymore. Israel is going after all of them, wherever they are.
Our enemies, I say, we are strong and determined. To our partners, I would say, our war is your war. And to the people of Lebanon, I say, our war is not with you. It's time to change.
He may say that the war is not with the people of Lebanon, but they are paying the price for it because groups like Hamas and Hezbollah are embedded with civilians. Last week's strike hit them like a bolt of lightning, and now Nasrallah's death has sent shockwaves through the region. Many people in Lebanon could not believe it. When Israel claimed Nasrallah's death, they were in denial. They dismissed it as enemy propaganda. But on Saturday afternoon, Hezbollah issued a confirmation. They declared that Hassan Nasrallah was indeed dead. On local television, anchors broke down while sharing the news.
نالها سيد الشهداء التبريكات للتعازي التبريكات للتعازي باستشهاد الأمين العام لحزب الله السيد حسن نصر الله.
After that, all hell broke loose. The streets were packed with people. Many of them were in tears, but some of them were also seen celebrating. Some people fired gunshots into the sky. And this is not surprising because Hassan Nasrallah was a deeply divisive figure. To his critics, he was an Iranian proxy, but to his supporters, he was a hero, the man who drove Israel out of southern Lebanon in 2006. Shia Muslims across the world mourned his death. They took to the streets in Iran, in the West Bank, in Pakistan, even in parts of India. Why has Nasrallah evoked such a strong and widespread response? We'll discuss that in a bit, but first let's tell you how his group is faring. Hezbollah is trying to project strength, saying it is ready to fight Israel.
We will face any possible attack, and we are ready. If the Israelis decide to enter by land, the resistance forces are ready for a ground engagement. We have prepared and got ready, and with our trust in God Almighty, we are confident that the Israeli enemy will not achieve its goals, and we will emerge victorious from this battle.
Lebanon is the new battleground in West Asia. Israel has been bombing it non-stop. In the last 2 weeks, it has conducted hundreds of airstrikes, killing at least 1,000 people and displacing 1 million. The next step could be a ground offensive. Israel has deployed tanks near the border with Lebanon. It has called up its reserve forces. Israeli special forces are already on the front lines. Reports say they're launching small raids across the border. Today, the Israeli defense minister met his troops, and this is what he told them.
I am saying here to the reservists and to the regulars, everything that needs to be done, we will do. Our goal is to return the residents of the north to their homes. For the return of the residents of the north to their homes, we will be ready to make every effort. This is your mission. This is the mission of the IDF, and this is what we will do, and we will employ all that is needed. Your forces, other forces, from the air, from the sea, and also from the land.
From the air, from the sea, and from the land. Israel seems to be gearing up to hit Lebanon from all sides, and that's not all. Israel is also targeting the Houthis in Yemen. The IDF launched a series of air raids. Dozens of aircraft flew to Yemen to strike the Houthis, which is another proxy group of Iran, the Houthi group. Their power plants and seaport facilities were hit. Reports say at least 4 people are dead. And this was a retaliatory strike. Over the weekend, the Houthis launched a missile. It was aimed at Tel Aviv. The Houthis used a ballistic missile. The target was the Ben Gurion International Airport. Israel intercepted the missile. No damage was done. The Houthis most probably knew that this would happen because this was not a serious military strike. It was more like a demonstration. They wanted to show Israel that their missiles could reach as far as Tel Aviv. Now Israel is responding in kind. It's a free-for-all.
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election. Explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.